America is the most diverse country in the world, but we often live as if we're not. We often live in our small communities of people who have had similar experiences, people whose languages and customs we recognize as our own. There's nothing wrong with that, but it can become problematic when there are strains within the community. And in the post-9/11 context, there have been enormous strains in the community, especially when it comes to being a Muslim. Religious intolerance is a major problem. Intolerance often comes from fear. And by learning about the religious other, by working with the religious other, the fear dissipates. It's replaced by knowledge and understanding. And tolerance is the result. Religious communities are not differentiated by values. That's one of the strongest bonds among religious communities. So if we can overcome intolerance and fear, we have enormous strength to start confronting some of the problems in the world. Religious intolerance is one of them. Oppression of women, oppression of the poor in general, failure to be responsible for the babies who are born in this world. According to UNICEF, still 2/3 of the world's children are without adequate, safe drinking water. That's a huge responsibility. People don't ask to be born. Our responsibility is to welcome them onto the planet, at least give them adequate drinking water. But we can't do it ourselves. We can only do it working together. And when we do that, we'll recognize we share values. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all human beings were created equal. We do hold that. That is our value. We don't identify ourselves constitutionally in ethnic terms. We identify ourselves in terms of values. So how can I help further those values? And what I've found in studying multiple religions and multiple global histories is that we can divide the world into Jews, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Buddhists, Taoists, Confucians, Wicca, Baha'i, and a lot of others. We can divide the world that way. But what we'll find, what I have found, is that there are more shared values across those traditions than within them. So I figure the best way for me to promote my purposes is to find as many people as I can across the cultures and across religions so that we can recognize each other and have strength in numbers and possibly drown out the voices of intolerance and hatred in all traditions.